go to several stores, walk distances, and compare the prices and our various stores. Luckily, we now have electronic commerce, also known as e-commerce. Basically, it means buying and selling of products and services through electronic system, such as internet and other computer network, online and your websites, the businessman's website, you sell the product. Then e-commerce taps into social media.
So whatever you are going to read and listen from me today, have in mind it's not consumer to business, it's business to business. Business in Sri Lanka and business in India. So cross-border business-to-business transactions. That's where NC-Trao comes in. So what I will do today is a very brief introduction, very brief introduction without much detail, on what are the international standards on e-contracting, international contracts, electronic communications. If the TPP gets ratified, and if we bring all our optimism to the room and expect the TPP to be ratified, this means that jurisdictions such as Japan, Malaysia, Australia is almost ratifying the convention. So key jurisdictions in the region will be adopting the ECC. So this is something that in the end and along the way cannot be ignored by practitioners. When I said that SMEs with a unified legal framework would not need to resort to legal advice, and I know there are many lawyers in the room, I'm not taking business out of it. This should be seen in a way to increase trade. So the more companies feel confident to engage with cross-border trade with less risks, the more companies will have more international contracts, with more work will be available for practitioners. So this concludes the very brief introduction to...
The answer is no, because there are various intermediaries who are called hosts. They are transmitting these data or packet of data from one point to other point. There are multiple computers, computing devices. They are all located in various physical areas, and they are transforming or transmitting through copying these data. These data are normally sent in packets, and beauty is that it doesn't go from it doesn't follow one particular route. Suppose there are 20 computers and I am sending a data packet, and I will be sending one data packet to one, he will be copying out and sending to another one, and the second one will be ultimately sending to the ultimate receiving authority. I am sending a second packet through somebody else, some other computer, and he is also sending or relaying these data packet sending, and finally it is being received at the ultimate end. And there is no sequence of these data packet sending, and there is no time fixed that this data packet will be receiving at this time, that data packet will be receiving at that time, and X1 will be sending this, X2 will be sending this, and they will be located in, say, Colombo or say in other places. So there are various geographical jurisdictions are concerned, and laws are different. Now, internet is only doing the functioning of transporting these data.
This is how technology looked years ago. What the size of our phone is what it took in terms of memory capacity, processing power. That's how technology looked earlier. Imagine 1956, the 305 Pramac supercomputer with a hard disk capacity of 5 MB. Right. That is what it took to carry that thing across places, right? And here we are today, right? 16 terabytes solid state drive in supposed to be the largest hard drive, right? And store one, you can see the amount, I can't even figure it out, 16 million megabytes, right? That's what is there. So, this is what some famous people said about technology years ago.
including what Bill Gates said.
Data protection as a concept has been defined in many ways in different documents. However, it could be simply understood as that area of the law that governs what may and what may not be done with personal information. And such personal information may be in electronic or manual form. And data protection law sets out rules about the methods by which personal information may be obtained from people in the context of e-commerce, mainly the clients and also employees, the ways that organizations may and may not use personal information, when organizations may and may not transfer personal information to other organizations, and as well as security obligations for the storage and transfer of personal information. The relevance to e-commerce is data protection law also regulates the use of personal data for marketing purposes. It is also known as direct marketing. For example, sending potential customers information on your organization's products or services by email or by post.